pretty good stretch there in my blogging. I thought I, put out some pretty good material there pretty quickly. I kind of had a barrage of inspiration there, and I had everything uploaded. I had all my videos on YouTube, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm just going to take a break here, for a week or a couple days or so, and, just kind of mellow out, maybe do some other stuff on YouTube, post a video or something. But these guys in Congress, they won't quit, man. They won't quit. I can't stop. Every time I think I have a rest, they turn around and do something else stupid. So stupid, man. So now, what they're going to do is they're going to give, an ungodly amount of money, something million. It's all monopoly money to them, so what do they care? But they're going to give so many millions of dollars to local governments to buy houses and fix them up and resell them. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If nobody wants to buy a house and fix it up, why should the city government step in and buy it and fix it up and pay for them to fix it up? We're going to turn governments into flippers. We're going to turn governments into house flippers. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Guess what? This should be a cakewalk for city governments. This should be, money they're going to get on the free, on the cheap. They're going to buy these houses for under market value. They're going to fix them up. They're going to resell them for profits. First of all, if there were any profit to be made, we all know how greedy the capitalists are. Oh, they're so greedy. We hear it all the time from the Democrats and the socialists and the communists. Oh, greedy capitalists. If there were any money to be made, the greedy capitalists would have already jumped on these houses, already bought them at below market value, and already fixed them up, and already flipped them, and made their money, and got their greedy, filthy paws all over that money. But the reason those houses are still sitting there is because there's no market for them. Could be construed as a bailout for the banks who get those things off their rolls, and then let the houses sit on the government financial books as liabilities. Take them off the hands of the banks. I didn't think about that. That's a bank bailout is what that is, but the government is going to buy these houses and they're going to sit there. They're going to sit there just like they're sitting there right now. Now let's say, these are just some homes that the capitalists have missed. There's really some profit to be made in them. They can buy them, fix them up, turn around and sell them to prospective home buyers. These poor guys that just can't get along, trying to get into their first house. And because of the current situation in the home market, they can't get anything done, so they're going to buy one of these city-owned houses. Well, look, I guarantee you, even if there was money to be made in this deal for the city governments, they're going to take that money, they're going to buy those houses, and they're going to screw up the reconstruction of them so bad that by the time the contractors fix what's wrong, because the stupid idiot in charge of this little project for the city government is not going to know anything about construction. He's going to be a crony of the mayor or somebody like that. So he's going to screw up the reconstruction. Somebody's going to have to come back and fix it. And I guarantee you, by the time they get ready to turn around and sell these things, because, you can't sell them for market price. You got them on the cheap, you got to sell them on the cheap. So by the time they turn around and sell these things, supposing there's any money in them to start with, they're going to be upside down in them. And the city governments are actually going to lose money on money that was handed to them. They'd be better off taking that money and stuffing it in the treasury or in their pockets than ever touching the house with it. I guarantee you. because they're going to screw it up. And not only that, this law is going to give $7,000 to anybody that buys a repossessed or foreclosed house in the form of a tax credit. Oh my goodness. These guys have lost their mind. Isn't speculation and all this flipping and everything, isn't this what drove prices up in these markets to start with? And isn't this the risky behavior that led to all these adjustable rate mortgages? People would get in a house for an investment property on an adjustable rate mortgage with no down payment, and they thought they could flip it in time to get out before the high rate hit, and couldn't sell it. Now the high rate hits, and not only is there a housing market crisis, but there's a loan market crisis. Is this what caused the problem in the first place? But we're giving a $7,000 incentive to people that want to buy these houses. We're incentivizing, we're inducing people back into the same behavior that's created this whole stupid mess. Doesn't anybody see that? If you give away $100 bills for people that are standing on their head, people are going to stand on their head that wouldn't normally stand on their head. And if you give $7,000 away to a person that's going to buy a foreclosed home, you're going to get people buying foreclosed homes that wouldn't otherwise do it. You're going to get more speculation in the market. You're going to get people buying houses, have no intention of staying there, and that don't know what they're doing, but they got a $7,000 tax credit. You know, they can buy that house, take their $7,000 tax credit for that year, let the house go, make a couple mortgage payments, let it go, get foreclosed, and still come out on a profit on the deal. If they don't care what their credit is like, especially to rich speculators, people that say millionaires got this money, and he buys it. He can go buy 40 of these, get the $7,000 tax credit, come out smelling like a rose, let every single one of them go. And when it all comes back, his credit's damaged, but, you know, he's got $1 million he can play with. He doesn't have to use credit. He can go on the rest of his life using cash. His next home, he can buy cash, etc., etc., etc. So what does he care? So ridiculous. So we're going to take your hard-earned money that you earned at your job, give it to the federal government. The federal government's going to give it to the city governments. They're going to buy up houses, and they're going to lose money on it. They're going to screw that whole deal up. Then we're going to pay bitch speculators and flippers to be involved in more of the same activity that got us in this mess in the first place. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Our brilliant government at work. And nobody understands why you want to come out and say, get the government out of the housing market. Get the government out of the education market. Get the government out of the healthcare market. Then you're just cruel and heartless. But this, my friends, this is our government helping us out. This is good. We need government to step in and do stuff like this to help us. Oh, yeah, right. We need this like we need a hole in the head. That is to say, not at all.